Hello Gemini, welcome to your May 2019 reading. Before I get started, there's a few things I'd like to say. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. I'm very new to YouTube. I wanted to provide my abilities to YouTube because I do believe the messages I give and what people have told me are very helpful, and my passion's for helping people, and I believe I have a gift, so why not go to YouTube? So for the reading, I do want to say that I'm working with multiple energies as this is a general reading. I may cue into some Geminis or a specific group of Geminis or other Geminis, and I'll say things like, for some of you Geminis or these Geminis, and that's your cue to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You know, this reading cannot cover every single Gemini in the world. And if it doesn't resonate with you, Gemini, please check your rising, your sun, or not sun, your moon or Venus signs, and those might be resonating with you more for this month. In regards to Crosswatchers, hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here. I might be picking up on your energy as I do this reading, so again, take how it resonates. Energy's fluid, it could be vice versa or interchangeable, just as time is. I know this is your general May reading, and this is the midway through May. I apologize and thank you for your patience. I do have a full-time job, so I'm doing my best to get these out as much as I can. So, also, don't get hung up on the gender of the cards. There'll be queens or kings, and I will say masculine and feminine energies and tell you which, energy I'm picking up on. And please know that we all have masculine and feminine energies, so don't get hung up on the gender. So let's get started. Gemini, as I was getting into your energy and shuffling the cards, I had a clear vision of an egg. And first it was an egg, and I was like, oh cool, like something is, Gemini sitting on something, maybe an idea, maybe an opportunity, but you haven't really enacted on it yet. It's like a mother hen sitting on their egg to keep it warm, so when the case it does arrive, but then I saw it crack. So Gemini, whatever you're thinking about, or whoever you're thinking about, or whatever that egg has to do and how that resonates with you, now is the time. It's time to start, hatching that egg, whatever it is. We'll get into the cards to see what that is. With your color, I saw pink. So again, don't associate genders with colors. Pink is a very playful color, very creative color, very nurturing color. So I think there's a lot of exciting things coming to you in the month of May, Gemini, and it's right before Taurus's season is right before your season. So end of May is when some of you are really going to get into your own energy as the end of May begins the Gemini season. So I think new things are hatching for you, Gemini, in a creative way, a romantic way. I definitely pick up on some of you are just waiting on that perfect opportunity for someone else. But again, take what resonates, check what doesn't. Check your rising, moon, or Venus signs, okay? So yeah, let's get into the cards. I'm really excited. My heart chakra, when I was starting getting in your energy, it was very light and very playful. So for the month of May, I think you're just onto these new creative pursuits or whatever this is that's about to hatch, and it's getting you excited. So let's do this. Spirit, angels, and guides, please provide a card for Gemini for May 2019. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Justice. Let's keep on going now, shall we? Ooh. Wow, 3 major arcana so far, Gemini, so this is definitely a significant month for you. Yes. All right, Gemini, so something's coming into balance. Something you've been waiting, that idea, that person, it's coming. And it's going to be, in justice. You could be dealing with the Libra. I'll just read the energies of the cards, but again, it doesn't have to be any of these signs. It could just be in their chart. I'm seeing Libra, I'm seeing Capricorn. I'm seeing Leo. A lot of earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, which is expected since we are currently in Taurus season, excuse me. A little bit of cups, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So Gemini, it looks like something's finally coming into balance that you've been waiting for. And the only thing that's crossing this balance, finally coming into fruition, is the devil. So, you know, any karmic chains, any obsessions, any addictions. We'll get into it as I pull out the clarifiers, but Gemini, I see this as being a very important month for you. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. So yeah, this is significant. Let's get some clarifiers on the board. Please clarify the spread for Gemini for May 2019. Please provide some clarification for Gemini for May 2019. The twins. I'm a twin myself, but I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Cancer sun with an Aquarius moon. Ooh, all right. Okay, so this is how I'm going to put it since that went like that. Okay, there we go. Ooh, the world twice. All right, Gemini. Let's get into it, shall we? So, you have the 10 of Pentacles and Justice. So, Gemini, there could be something you've been working on financially. You've been putting in the hard work. You've been dedicated. You've been loyal. You have been trying to see everything out, everything through. And now it's finally coming to fruition. It's what I said with the egg. Your egg is hatching. Abundance is coming to you in the month of May. For some of you, it's specifically money, and for some of you, it's definitely a job-related thing. You've been working, you've been balancing your time, you've been having a little bit of trouble between, you know, putting your head and your heart into it, because sometimes you overworked yourself, but you were very balanced in the way you handled it. You said, yeah, okay, I've been working, but I need some time to myself. And you know, Spirit has been watching you, Spirit's been cheering you on, and now it's giving you the justice you deserve. Maybe for the first 4 months, from January to April, you've just been working, nothing's happening, you've had an idea, nothing's happening, you've been putting yourself out there, nothing's happening, and then in May, it's all coming to you. For other of you Geminis, you're getting married in the month of May, and if that's it, congratulations. Oh, and even a download right now, Gemini, if for my female Geminis, and this is gender specific only because I'm seeing you, some of you might be having a baby that's due in May. So congratulations, Gemini. Oh, and another thing I'd like to say, my air Aquarius moon, all over the place. Time is fluid, just like energy is fluid. So this could be happening to you in the past, currently, or in the future. Take what resonates. Anyway, so maybe you're starting the beginning of your family. You've been planning this for a long time, and now it's coming. And it's going to be solid. It's going to be stable. You know, your family, if this is the case of you getting married or starting a family, your child is due. For the males, maybe you're waiting for, you know, your significant other. Maybe you guys are adopting. And you're both sides of the families, you know, or whoever is involved in your outer family, they support it. They're giving you the financial means. It is time. May is the time where this is starting to come to its completion. You've waited, you've been patient, you've been doing what's just in order to get this, and now it's here. For some of you, a job promotion is going to come to you in the month of May, and your hard work has been worth it. I get that very strongly. But be in mind that, you know, when you do well, Gemini, people will be watching you, okay? People will be watching you, and they might not have the best intentions. Unfortunately, that's how some people's energies are. They just don't like it when they see someone succeed. So keep your eye on that. And Gemini, you know, just keep your eye on it. I wouldn't be worried about it because you have justice here. So if you do have that energy surrounding you, Spirit's going to give you justice and probably just going to quiet them up. So yeah, congratulations, Gemini. For those of you who earned a promotion or going to earn a promotion that you've been waiting for, or for those of you who've been planning this marriage for a long time and it's finally here for the month of May, or waiting for your family to start, congratulations. Again, take what resonates, check what doesn't. So what's crossing you, Gemini? And this is what I'm talking about with that energy. The Devil and the Six of Wands. So I'm picking up on multiple things here. Someone has their eye on you, Gemini. Right here and there. See that guy? Oh, doesn't look very happy, right? This could be an ex, Gemini, who is keeping, you know, seeing you do so well. Maybe you posted on social media, you know, your accomplishments and how happy you are, and someone's not happy about that. They see you riding on your horse and they're wanting to hold you back, Gemini. Maybe they're going to try to send you a message of discouragement or try to, you know, just very bad energy towards you. So Gemini, I'd watch out for that. For others of you, Geminis, this is a very, very small amount of you, so do not shoot the messenger, and this is something that Spirit wants me to say. Please be sure that your ego doesn't take you out of your vibration, because the Devil and the Six of Wands can be a very egotistical combination, right? So when you start to do so high, don't forget that justice will still be served, okay? Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget how you started out. Don't forget, you know, that you only got here because of your work. And don't let it get too much to your head. That's very few amount of you. I don't know if some of you have started bragging about it, which, you know, of course you have every right to celebrate your accomplishments. But be careful that it doesn't get too far, where it starts to get to your head and you start making the wrong moves because of it. I'm getting a download right now, and this is specifically for some of you Geminis that need to hear this. Some of you may be coming out of an addiction, okay? You've put in the work. Could be alcohol, sex, drugs, food, whatever it is that got you happy. You put in the work, and now you're going to receive the abundance of that work, and justice is served. So if that's another factor for you, Gemini, congratulations, because I know that's not hard to do. So what's crossing, that is hard to do, excuse me. But what's crossing it is the addiction itself and how good you felt from taking part in those addictions. Be careful, Gemini, okay? You've worked so hard. Do not let it slip back into your own deeds, okay? That was for some of you. Others of you, what this could be, this combination of crossing is just the fact that you have overcome your addictions, right? Or you've overcome your obsession. Maybe something in the past kept you back, right? Kept you holding down to, you know, that uncomfortable feeling. Maybe you wanted to heal, you needed to grow, but some of us just learn things from our past. You know, we grew up in not such a stable environment, and so we pick up on behaviors that aren't so healthy for us, Gemini. And we stick on to those. But I see that if that is your case, you're overcoming those bad behaviors, Gemini, victoriously. You're moving forward. Keep at it, Gemini. Keep at blocking that energy of the devil out. Okay? People see you riding high and they're trying to catch you riding dirty. They're trying to get you, you know, they're trying to bring you back down to their level. But Gemini, you're on such a high vibrational level. Your heart chakra, I just feel it, is so open. Don't let others bring you down back to that place, okay? Oh, goodness. Okay. In your consciousness of what you see, what's going on, what's crowning you, is the world and the hanged man. So Gemini, like I said, for those of you who have been waiting for your marriage to finally take place or your family to start, it's done in May. It's been completed. The wait is over. The wait is over. The stagnation is done. Now is the time, and this is what you see. It's ending an old chapter to begin anew. And you had to wait. You patiently waited. And I love you, Gemini. But you know how hard it is for you to stay patient, right? You go to one topic to the next, whatever excites you. You get impatient if something new or something stimulating isn't happening for you. But the wait's over, Gemini. The wait is over. For others of you, I'm actually getting this too. Maybe you've been waiting. So when I said into my vision of a relationship, maybe you've been waiting for a long-term relationship to finally get settled. You've been waiting on someone to finally commit to you, Gemini. And they finally have. This is a small amount of Geminis that need to hear this. And it's, you know, the waiting's done. The waiting's over. That's what I'm hearing. The waiting's over. So whatever you're waiting on, whether it was that promotion, whether it was the long-term commitment, starting of a family, May is the time where it's done. You don't have to wait anymore. Things are starting to move. You're out of the hanged man and into, because this is clarifying the world, you know, it's closing, it's done, you've succeeded, you did the patience, you did your time, justice is given to you. It is here. Celebrate. Celebrate is what I'm hearing. Underneath you, Gemini, so in the unconscious, for a while, you've been confused. Or you know that you've had so many different options. When you try something new, like starting a family or having a new job and getting that promotion, you're just thinking of so many opportunities of how it can go. Well, this could happen, that could happen. If I take this path, what will happen? If I take that path, what will happen? But you're gaining clarity. You're gaining truth. Okay? For some of you that it could be vice versa too. So for Crosswatchers, if your Gemini was dealing with a lot of options, right? And they finally see the truth, or vice versa if this is Crosswatchers energy. Unconsciously, you're a bit confused. You're a bit, you know, look at this in the image. The girl is just sitting there. It looks like she's waiting to make a decision. But the clarity came. The truth came. It's crowning them with peace and wisdom so you can finally begin. You know what you want. You know, you've been waiting on it. So like the mother hen sitting on the egg. And it's here. And you're gaining clarity of what to do. And consciously, you're cutting through all the confusion. You know exactly what's coming. And you know how to get it strategically. Yeah, in your recent past, Gemini, the Four of Swords and the Star. So, for some of you, you went through a time that something hurt you deeply. I'm getting, for some of you that resonated with the relationship message, maybe this person turned you down. And you needed time to heal from that. You knew, though, deep down in your heart that this was all going to work out and be fine, but it needed time. It needed patience and it needed relaxation to get your thoughts together. For a bit, it led you into that devil energy of that low vibrational thinking, that insecurity, that judgment, that panic. But you healed. Like I said, you put in the work, and with justice, it came. For others of you, when you are in that Seven of Cups of energy, or if you are, when you rested, that clarity with the Ace of Swords came through healing yourself. Others of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, there's Aquarius energy here. Or another air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Take what resonates. But it took deep contemplation to get to this realization that there is so much for you in May. Whatever happened, I'm hearing February. If February is an important date, or I mean month for you, something happened in February that made you go into this Four of Swords mode. Maybe it discouraged you from doing what you wanted to do. Someone said, yeah, I'm not ready for the commitment. Or, yeah, Aquarius, so yeah, if Aquarius is something significant to you, hold it. If it doesn't, check it. Yeah, Gemini, you're just not ready for the promotion yet. You need to work a little bit longer, and it hurt you. But you healed. Others of you, I'm picking up on this, while you were healing and you separated yourself from another individual, they were watching you, waiting, seeing how you were doing. If that is, is associated with the devil energy, I'm getting that for some of you. They knew they hurt you. And now they were just watching and waiting to see how you would react. But you healed, Gemini. Okay? You came to a clarity and realization. But it took a lot of mental healing. Emotional healing. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting this image of some of you went camping. And you were looking up at the stars. And that's when you realized that whatever hurt you went through, or you were outside and you were looking up at the stars somewhere, and when you were looking up at the stars, you came to that mental realization through meditation that whatever hurt happened to you, there's something more out there. Okay? Others of you, for the Justice with the Ten of Pentacles, some of you could be getting acknowledgement through renown. Some of you could be famous. Maybe you're famous, I'm getting through social media, blogging, writing, acting. Maybe you do plays. And for a while it was a bit quiet. Your career wasn't advancing. And so it put you in that, silent, stagnant kind of state. But now in the month of May, you'll be recognized. You'll be known for your skill. And this was destined. It was led. That's for some of you that need to hear that. Take what resonates. And that goes with the Justice and the Ten of Pentacles, and that goes for this World and the Hanged Man. Some of you were waiting on your success to finally be recognized for your work. You could be famous. And if I'm lucky enough to have a celebrity, hello. No, just kidding, Gemini. Just kidding. Okay. So, we have the World again, but it's with strength. So, it's possible that this person you've been waiting on is a Leo, but it doesn't have to be. Strength. You finally conquered. So, for those of you that were going through those bad vibrational vibes or addictions, you conquered that beast successfully and beautifully, enough to where the world is celebrating you, the spirit celebrating you. Justice is being given to you. You can start anew. You can start fresh. You're reborn out of that egg. Others of you are gaining. Okay. Others of you, I'm getting, may have been sick physically. Maybe you had something, I'm getting, or you knew someone that maybe had pneumonia or were injured in some sort of accident for a while. And that's what happened with the healing in the Four of Swords. Sorry, Spirit is just giving me this download right now. And it took you a while to rehabilitate. You had an injury. Some of you Some of you could have had some sort of injury while you were sleeping, but not very many of you. That's for a small amount that I'm picking that up on. So again, take what resonates, check what doesn't. This is for a very small amount of you, but you're recovering from whatever injury you went through. And that was a dark chapter in your life, but now it's coming to a new. Others of you, justice is being given and you have the strength to move forward from whatever hurt you in the past, or whatever addictions were keeping you down, or whatever low vibrational energy was keeping you confused. The clarity that's now bringing to you, or that's brought to you in May, is finally the cycle has ended and you've came out triumphantly. You came out strong. You're a new person. You've been born from the ashes of what was in the past. Some of you, this, whatever happened with this hurt, I'm getting hurt, physical, mental, and emotional. So take what resonates. This could be back since December. Something could have happened. And now in the May, you're finally fully recovering back to your strength. And it was a very significant chapter in your life that's coming to a close, and a new one's coming in. The world keeps spinning, Gemini. Keeps turning. So you now, Gemini, the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, whatever left you hurt in the past, either a person or it was an accident, I'm getting some sort of injury. Could have been on the job, could have been while you're sleeping. Maybe like some of you had some heart problems while you were sleeping. Or someone you knew. Could be a relative. Could be a friend, but whatever this is, Gemini, you're still working on blossoming. And that's what's going to give you the strength in the future. You're using the tools that you have to still create that beautiful thing you've been working on. So some of you, this is a creative project. Some of you, it's writing, it's painting, it's singing, acting. I'm getting that strongly. And you're working on perfecting it. Despite... Ooh! The camera almost fell. Okay. Sorry, Gemini. Camera almost fell. Despite what rejection you had in the past that made your walls build up, you were kicked in the dust, you dusted yourself off, you got back up again, and now you're still working, okay? And Spirit recognizes that, and Spirit's going to give you all the rewards for working and continuing to keep your eyes on the prize. Through your creative expression, you were able to rise above the wounded soldier and continue to use the tools that Spirit, see that light, gives you naturally, and be able to perfect it. You're on a high pedestal right now, Gemini. Whatever's coming to you in May, again, I can't emphasize it enough, is so significant that this is, I think out of all the readings I've done so far, I think I have only 3 more to go. This month is the most significant for you out of all the signs. And it's going to give you all the justice that you've been wanting and wondering from when you were that wounded soldier. Could still be that wounded soldier, but you keep on fighting with that strength. Bravo. Others of you Geminis, and this is for a small group of you, the person who's been trying to hold you back is seeing you on that pedestal still working, and they're plotting to see how they can bring you back down currently. But don't let them, Gemini. Block them on social media or whatever. If it's a family member, just separate yourself energetically. If it's an ex, separate yourself energetically, physically. Because they're trying to bring you down because you're so high vibrationally. Okay, Gemini? Sorry, Gemini. My phone fell and the camera is about to die. I did not want to get all of your energy. I plugged in the camera, picked up my phone. But what I was hearing while I was doing that is that you have God-given talents, Gemini, that people are intimidated by. And I feel, so yeah, again, don't take it if it doesn't resonate with you. I'm not talking to you. Your artistic talent, something that you do artistically, maybe you're a graphic designer as well, maybe you're an architect. These were given to you. You were destined to have these skills. and you are destined to use this creativity into the world. And May is when you're finally going to get that recognition for it or inspiration to keep on going through. Okay? Beautiful. So the energies around you, or what's surrounding your environment. So the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So, Gemini, you could also have been dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Gender does not matter. Someone with the King of Cups energy. Someone who's very controlled of their emotions. Someone who can give, is committed. This is how I'm kind of seeing it. Let me put it like this, okay? And again, take what resonates. Gemini, they see you in your independence, your flourishment, your awe. And this is what finally made them move towards you. This is finally what made them decide to give that long-term commitment for some of you who that message resonates with. Others of you, this King of Cups energy is your spouse. And for those of you who are getting married in the month of May, they're coming into the realization that they're about to commit to such an independent person such as yourself. I really see this as being your energy, Gemini. Even if it's in the environmental, what you're doing right now is so impactful, it's infecting others' energies, okay? That's what I'm getting. Eyes are on you, Gemini. Again, you could be in music, you could be in TV, you could be in, cinema arts, you could be in plays. But people have their eyes on you and they're wanting to reach out to you, Gemini. Maybe this King of Cups is your boss in whatever field you're in, and they're ready to make a proposition to you to elevate you to that Ten of Pentacles with justice. You did the hard work, Gemini. You put in the effort to perfect your craft. All right? All right, your highest hopes, Gemini. Death with the Three of Cups. So, Scorpio energy here. What your highest hopes is, if what I'm getting is that this beautiful transformation from when you were in that devil energy, either from them hearing December to February, that really hurt you. Maybe almost, Gemini, some of you, a very small amount of you, I'm picking up, almost had a near-death experience with the Four of Swords and the Star. And that changed you. Whatever hurt or whatever injury or whatever near-death experience I'm getting that you had, end of 2018, beginning of 2019, okay? Again, only take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. This is for a small amount of you that need to hear this. It changed you. And that transformation was so beautiful. Spirit recognizes it for you, and you have the right now to finally celebrate your accomplishment. This transformation was not easy. This transformation took time. This transformation took energy. You were questioning yourself at times, can I do it? But you held the strength to keep going. You recovered physically, mentally, spiritually. For others of you, the other Geminis, that this is relationship. Whoever this energy was that I was picking up on that hurt you, that had the devil energy, that put you in the Four of Swords with the Star, they brought in a third party, okay? And that third party hurt you. But if that didn't, Spirit's telling me that that was intended to happen in your life, and this is why. Because without that, you were not going to be able to transform the way Spirit wanted you to. That you needed to go through that hurt to come out stronger. Like a phoenix, Gemini. Others of you, Spirit wants you to celebrate your transformation. Wants to celebrate The death of the old ways. You're no longer single for some of you. You're no longer, by yourself. You're starting a family. You're getting married. And it's a time for celebration, Gemini. The death of the old to bring the new. This is your highest hopes. And honestly, Spirit's highest hopes. Spirit is cheering you on. Spirit's watching you right there, leading you every part of the way. And it's, just keep on with that strength. Keep on with that determination. Keep on perfecting your craft. And you will get to that transformation completely. And that's when it will be the time to celebrate. Your deepest fears, Gemini. So, your deepest fears is the Four of Cups with the Seven of Wands. You're afraid that you're going to be, your transformation or whatever this put you through is you're going to be bored, or you're going to wait too long. That you're going to wait too long. It's not going to come to you in May, or at least by the end of May, and it's going to leave you a little defensive. It's going to leave you back with your guard up, back with your walls up, like it was with the Nine of Wands. But please keep in mind that this is only a fear. This is a possibility that you're imagining, right? That you're going to be unhappy, uncontent, still waiting, and it's going to harden you back into that devil energy. But I don't see this happening, Gemini. I really don't. So I don't want you to be afraid of that. Only time that this can happen is when you block yourself off from the opportunities. It may not happen the exact timeline you wanted it to happen, so you start becoming mad, you start becoming bitter, you get back down in that low vibrational devil energy, and you start blocking yourself, and you're not seeing the opportunities because you're blocking yourself spiritually, mentally, energetically. Don't do that, Gemini. That's my one warning for you for this month. This is a very positive reading. But if you start blocking yourself, that's when it's over. And the outcome, you have 2 Knights. Okay, so this is for very many different messages I'm picking up, okay? So for some of you, that is now in a long committed term relationship and an ex is watching you, see that someone else is pursuing you. So you could be dealing, whatever energy connects, a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Whoever is your partner now and whoever was the ex, this is for some of you. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. One or the other, they're both pursuing you now, Gemini. They're both wanting you. They see your worth. They see your potential. And now they both have their eyes on you, and they're both going to come towards you. One's a lot slower, but let me tell you, one's a lot more stable and committed than this fire sign energy of the Knights of Wands. That could be the ex with the devil energy that put you in the Four of Swords, so be careful of that, Gemini. I would, if the problem was with waiting, it's worth the wait for the Knight of Pentacles, okay? He's the one that will take his time, but it's only because he's thinking everything through to the T, so there's no mess ups or no mistakes, okay? And that's what's worth waiting for, because there's that gold coin, honestly, versus stick. Which one do you want? I mean, it's all up to you for free will, but I mean, to me, the gold coin seems a lot more valuable. For others of you, so for Knights, of course, they can represent people in our lives, but I also like to represent it as movement. So this is not going to sound like it makes sense, but this is what I'm getting. The month of May is, so, you've been planning, you've been waiting, the marriage, a child. Congratulations if those are the cases. And then all of a sudden it's coming. It's almost as if you waited and waited, and all of a sudden it's here. It's going to feel like, oh my God, it's here already. I mean, I feel like I've been planning this forever, but now it's here. And now I finally get the the, you know, crop of what I sowed. Beautiful. Others of you, through keeping your passion, through going steady, through still going strong with full speed, you're finally coming to that a movement where you can slow down. You've achieved what you've been worked hard for, and you finally have a time to relax. You worked hard, and now Spirit is giving you the justice that you have. You have your gold coin, and you're ready to move on to the next. Planning another adventure, planning another expedition. So bravo. Very good, Gemini. And then the overall, yeah. So Gemini, I really feel like a lot of you who are going to resonate with this message are very artistically inclined. You've been giving into your energy and putting your effort and time into your creative venture. Others of you, people are investing in you, in your creativity. Maybe you have a publicist, a manager, a boss who manages you, who saw your worth, Gemini, and now they're giving you that investment, or others too. And that's leading you to the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever you've been working on, Gemini, creatively, for those, or with a creative project, for those that this resonates with, you're getting, you know, the applause, you're getting the reward, you're getting the roses thrown at you on stage this month. And it was not easy. It took a lot of commitment. It took a lot of hard work, but you did it. Others of you, that this is a wedding or a family, starting a family situation, you're going to be receiving a lot of gifts for this child. You know, or for your wedding, for your starting of your new home. People see the young love you have, or the beginning of a family, and they're giving you, you know, everything you need so you can be stable, you can be fine, in order to keep on the legacy of the 10 of Pentacles that you had. Lastly, you're just keep on investing yourself in your own project. Maybe you're going to put some money into the project. If some of you are entrepreneurs and you made this project, took you some time, took you some effort, and you're getting investors, or you're investing your own money into this product, and it's going to become very successful for you. Some of you need to hear that. Take what resonates. So let's get into your oracle cards, Gemini. Angels, provide a message for Gemini for May 2019. Whew. Let's get that one fell. A child, yes. So for some of you Geminis who are having a child in the May month, congratulations. For others of you, I feel like this is healing your inner child. For those of you who had to deal with those addictions, or dealing with overcoming that past learned behaviors due to your childhood or due to your past, you're finally healing that. But a lot of you, I am getting that you're planning to have a child. Maybe you're getting pregnant this month. Maybe it's not just even having a child, but you've been waiting to start, you know, having a family. You've been trying many times, and then this month you're finding out that you're pregnant. But let's get into it. It says, you care deeply about your children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. So intuitively, I'm reading this, Gemini, as if you're going to be a parent this month, congratulations. If you're trying to have a child, keep on trying. It will happen for you. For some of you, your child is your project. Your child is your work. And you've been taking care of it. And it's coming, and it's going to fruit, and it's going to grow as if a child grows into an adult. Okay? And others of you, it's healing that inner child, like I said. Maybe you're adopting a child, you know, and that's coming very significantly into your life. What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, angels, for May 2019? What advice do you have for Gemini? I mean, really, Gemini, what Don't know if you need advice, but okay. Improving health. Yeah, so for some of you, definitely you guys were injured or some sort of accident, injury, or even your mental and emotional health, a heartbreak. Whatever you went through with the Four of Swords and the healing that brought you to the strength, you're improving your health, and that's improving your vibration and raising you to an amount of where you can receive that abundance. Justice will be done for you in the month of May. Your health is improving. Stay strong, Gemini. And what crystal energy do we have for Gemini? Ooh. Okay. Larimar and Azurite. So deep emotional healing and sensitive emotions. So yes, for those of you with the spiritual healing, for you know, who had to overcome those addictions, maybe that was even the injury in itself, was the addiction that you had, whatever it was too. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you're willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. In Larimar, times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for self-care and gentleness. So, this is what I'm getting from these two intuitively. You're healing. You've been healing, and justice is coming for you in May. All the work you did for that healing is done. And specifically with our emotions and intuition, it's very much tied to creativity, okay? A lot of artists are intuitive. A lot of artists awaken their emotions and their intuition in order to pursue their creative pursuits, because that's what gives the inspirational spark. So a lot of you that do have those creative pursuits that I mentioned before has to do with your emotional healing and your emotional awakening. Even physically. You know, it doesn't say it so much here, but whatever injury or hurt or addiction you went through, it's coming to an end where you can emotionally heal yourself from that traumatic event. Beautiful. So in order for our Geminis to get that Ten of Pentacles, what abundance message do we have that can give advice to how Geminis can receive? Let go of guilt. Okay, so Gemini, what I'm seeing from here, or this could be the Crosswatcher, whatever hurt you, if it was specifically a person, I think you're letting go of that devil energy of maybe feeling like you don't deserve this abundance that's coming to you in May. Some of you, very few of you, take what resonates. Maybe you just feel like, I'm not ready, I don't know, I can't do this yet. Let go of that guilt of feeling like you're not ready or that you don't deserve this, Gemini, because justice is here. The card was popped, and that means Spirit's telling you that this was all justly handed to you. So if we read this, it says, when you allow light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally. So God, take it, Spirit, intuition, your angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in, loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So, for the couple things I'm now picking up on from Spirit and my intuition. So, some of you with those addictions, right? Maybe you did something that wasn't honorable. Maybe you stole from the people you loved. Maybe you had to lie to the people you loved. But Gemini, understand that you were in an addiction. You are not in the mental capacity to be in control of your mind and your actions. Okay, we all have the choice at the end to get better, which is, looks like you did make that choice, Gemini. So for those of you who does resonate with that message, let go of what you did in the past, okay? That's part of the healing of addiction. Let go of the traumas that happened, or the traumas and the heartbreak you may have caused from your addictions or not being mentally well, okay? For others of you, this is a small amount of you, you're letting go of the past hurts that made you feel like you weren't good enough. So for those of you with the creative projects that you've been working on and you got rejected and it made you into the Nine of Wands energy, the wounded soldier, and you kept on getting up and you kept on going, But quit that doubt, okay? It's time to let go of that May, because it's coming to you and it's coming to you fast. Alright, so any love messages we have for our Geminis? Any love messages that we have for our wonderful Geminis? That one kind of soulmate. Okay, Gemini, so for those of you who are getting married or who are accepting a long-term commitment or getting into a long-term commitment, yes, this is your soulmate. Some of you need to hear that. Maybe some of you were doubting that. Maybe some of you were the ones that weren't ready to commit to this long-term relationship, and that's why you need to let go of the guilt of, you know, maybe being in that stagnant mode of the hangman and the Seven of Cups, because you were confused. You didn't know which option to go to, but now you're finally committing to your soulmate, Gemini. And for those of you who are getting married, yes, it's your soulmate. Congratulations. God, Gemini. Like I said, my heart chakra is so open. And what animal spirit do we have to guide Gemini through the month of May? What animal spirit do we have for Gemini in the month of May for 2019? Spirit, angels, and guides, please provide an animal guide for Gemini in the month of May. Ooh, sorry, I have a little hand, so holding these big cards sometimes can prove a bit of a task. Please provide a card for Gemini. Truth transcends illusion, number 22, which breaks down to a 4. So yes, I think this is pertaining to this, Gemini. When you had all that doubt, when you had all the options, when you were struggling to get clarity, what arises through that clarity is giving you your power, is giving you your justice, is giving you your abundance. Keep this, whatever truth that overcomes, you know, the confusion, the illusion that's cutting through this, emotional anxieties, confusions, you know, whatever was keeping you in the stage, this truth, this awakening, this enlightenment, that you deserve the best option for yourself. You don't have to keep so many options just to keep yourself feeling like you're secured with the amount, because amount does not always equate abundance, okay? A lot of it has to do with quality. The truth will arise. Don't feel like you don't deserve it. Don't feel like you didn't put enough work. Don't feel like, you know, whatever work you put in, Gemini, that is the truth that gave you the justice. Okay? Truth transcends illusion. Do not fall back into the devil energy. Do not fall back into the Four of Swords. You worked hard for this and you evolved from it. And when you keep that truth in your life, it will continue to help you grow and to help you transcend to a higher level of vibration. Well, that was your reading for May 2019, Gemini. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. Love and light. Bye, Gemini.